How does the Sony ZV-E1 internal stabilization go up against the GoPro Hero 11s? Let's take a Jam Life Tech adventure.
Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell to go on more tech adventures. And if the video helps you out, please give us a thumbs up. So today I really couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to see how the ZV-E1's internal stabilization went up against the Gold Standard GoPro Hypersmooth 3.0. I think this is going to be really close because I've already been enjoying the dynamic active on the Sony. So I don't want to take up your time today, mostly because I really want to see the results, but I will tell you I'm using the 16 to 35 f4 Sony power zoom on the ZV-E1 just so you know the focal length, which should match up with the GoPro linear, which I'll be using today as well. Okay, I've been waiting for this one, so let's take a look.
Hi guys, so I've decided to turn down the audio today because I just wanted to voice over and concentrate on what the video's really about, and that is the stabilization on these two cameras. To start here, a walking vlog. You can see that dynamic active doing a great job, but you can see I'm holding the camera a long way away from me. The crop is pretty intense. And now walking vlog with Hypersmooth on the GoPro. You can see here straight away that, we all know the GoPro does a really good job, but also that, I'm holding the camera a lot closer to me. The crop is a lot more manageable here with the GoPro with Hypersmooth. And with the walking vlog side by sides, okay, crop aside, how is the stabilization going between the two? Well, I think, to be honest, the ZV-E1 now matches the GoPro here in this vlog test. That's really impressive, remembering that we can just replace the lens on the ZV-E1 and get a wider field of view. Okay, now we're down to just walking along with the camera, and this is where the crop really doesn't matter that much. You can see here, very impressed by dynamic active. Finally, we get what we need out of a Sony camera. It's fantastic. So I think finally we've got something on par with the gold standard of the GoPro. And over to the GoPro, we totally expect this result. Really good stabilization, but again, I'm thinking this is on par. I really do. Yeah, I want to see lots of comments below to see what you guys think. I really do, but I think these two cameras, stabilization wise, are on par. Okay, here in the side-by-sides, yep, I'm looking at this closely and looking at this stabilization definitely is on par. Comment below. I want to see comments from you guys below to see what you think, but I'm thinking this is, we're on par here. We've finally got that GoPro type stabilization on a Sony camera. And let's have a look at the running test. Look, we've got a little bounce on the Z-axis. That always happens anyway. But again, we're stabilized in a run on a Sony camera. That is fantastic. And again, what we'd expect from a GoPro, you got that Z bounce. That's always going to happen. But very good stabilization. We've seen it all before. GoPro, yeah, the gold standard. And now over to the side-by-sides, you can really see now how close they are. I'm really happy right now, guys. I really am. This Sony ZV-E1 really is a vlogger's dream. I hope you guys agree. Okay, let's look at a handheld tripod test here. Trying to hold the camera as steady as we can, and a jitter-free performance from dynamic active. We're on a win here with the stabilization. Thank you very much, Sony. And an on-par performance from the GoPro here as well. Nice and steady stabilization, no jitter, what we'd come to expect from the awesome Hypersmooth 3.0. And when we go to side-by-sides, apart from me floating the ZV-E1 around a little bit, that's not the camera's fault, by the way, we got a jitter-free performance from Dynamic Active and also Hypersmooth 3.0. Heading on to a slow pan test from the Sony ZV-E1 here. Once again, very stable footage. It's plain to see here we've got the stabilization that all vloggers need. Slow pan on the GoPro, here we go, and we're looking great as well. Everything we expect from Hypersmooth, so that's no surprise. And as we go to a side-by-side here, I'm really happy that we've done these tests. Now I know we're definitely in the ballpark with the Sony ZV-1 and its stabilization dynamic active. And let's move on to a fast pan test. Good recovery, doesn't bounce at all, seems to take off well from side to side as well. So you're not seeing the stabilization bounce like you would on a gimbal. It's very precise, very nice. And here when we look at the GoPro, what I'm seeing is a little bit of delay coming back the other way. It's kind of like a gimbal bounce almost coming from the fast pan here on Hypersmooth. Don't know if it's just me, good result from both here. I'm not saying anything wrong with the stabilization. There's a little bit of delayed bounce when coming in the other direction on the GoPro. Let's have a look at Go mode now to see if that's more pronounced on the GoPro. All right, let's do some Go mode tests. So nice and sharp here on the transitions. There for the ZV-E1 and good stabilization. Have a look at the GoPro's transitions now. See what I mean by that sort of it takes time to move in the other direction? Almost like a gimbal bounce with the motors wound down to slow. See what I mean here in the side-by-side? See how the Sony is nice and sharp and the GoPro seems to be, a little bit dull on the movement? That's really weird. I haven't noticed that before. Maybe it's just me with my movements, but I don't think so somehow.
I think I said enough during the test, but after seeing this, have we not the best vlogging camera Sony has ever released? Is it not the stabilization we've been waiting for? I really want to hear from you guys here. Do you agree or not? This stabilization stands up, right? I know there's a crop, but if that's a concern, there's a Sony 12-24 lens as well in both f4 and 2.8. But I think the 16-35 is still manageable for most content creators. Anyway, let me know below. But that's it from this very happy content creator. Lots more videos to come, including more on the ZV-1 Mark II. So please subscribe, ring the bell, drop a like, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next Jam Life adventure.